Five.
3, 2, 1.
And we're live, guys, and I think Kirk is echoing.
Are we live? Am I echoing?
Already?
Yes, we're live. Oh, no, you're not anymore.
Oh, no, not the sounds. Okay, we're good. It's your mom's basement. And am I being echoey tonight?
No, actually, it stopped.
Are we good? Are we sounding good? We're looking good.
We're looking good.
Yeah, we are. It's Your Mom's Basement is an interactive comic book club. Every week here on Mondays about 8 o'clock. It's actually 8:30 right now. I'm really sorry about that.
Sorry, guys. That was me.
No, it wasn't. It was all of us. We were having a business meeting because we launched a fucking website this week. comicblackbook.com. I don't know. I was expecting more cheers and applause from the people.
Woo!
Yeah! Woo!
There we go.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So, yeah, we didn't have an episode last week because we launched the website. And I did like a live stream that was really, really bad because I was exhausted.
Oh.
But it pretty much dedicated it to Ian. I hope he didn't watch it.
I didn't because I never watched the episodes, but I heard great things from the Discord community.
Yeah, so basically, we let me get everyone caught up. We did launch comicblackbook.com, and the site is fucking killing it. It's really all due to Ian and the amount of effort and work that he's been putting into it this week. I honestly feel like I'm not yeah, I'm a part of it. But yeah, Ian put it together. The traffic has been fucking awesome. Am I allowed to share numbers? Guys, are you cool with that?
I was just about to blurt it out, but please do.
Yeah. So, what do we have? 10,000 views in the first week?
No. So I mean, from what the back end, from my counterpart, the back end webmaster Spider, he sent a graphic that almost made me land on my ass. He sent a graphic that since we launched, we've had 6,000 unique visitors and over 100,000 page views.
Yes.
6 days.
That's we're clapping. Woo! Yeah!
Wonderful!
6 motherfucking days, and those stats are through the roof.
That's because we're the shit. I mean, Ian's the shit.
No, we are all the shit.
So, yeah, we launched a website, and we're going full speed with this. I'm really excited for it. The design came out great. Everyone's putting in way more effort than I am on it.
I really love the logo. It's got a sword.
The logo is Conan as fuck, dude. It's pretty dope.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so I'm really fucking excited right now. Oh, also we got to reposition the camera because Savanna's head's cut off in the feed. Yeah.
I mean, if you just back away a little bit.
I can't back away because then I can't see is the problem. I'm blind.
Okay.
Well, are you happy that
I'm trying to log in and look right now, but
are you happy that I was able to figure out how to be on Skype and on OBS at the same time?
It's amazing.
You can see me, right?
Yeah,
I can see you. Yeah, finally.
Okay.
But now I got to figure out how to reposition my face somehow, so I got to log on to Twitch. Stand by, guys. Talk about something.
Well, you could just readjust your thingy. Well, you adjust. Everyone adjust your seats, your pants. And your hair.
Just don't look at me.
Kirk, I actually, because Savanna always wants me to be on cam, but I actually figured how to be on Skype and OBS at the same time weeks ago, but I just never did it.
You son of a...
Yeah. I think PK though. The more Ian, the better.
So,
anyways, while we're all relishing in how fucking awesome we are, and we are.
Well, I mean, do you want to give thanks to everybody who's been working on the site? Because
literally, that's exactly what I was going to do.
Let us give thanks.
We shall give thanks now to the community cult, if you will.
I am not working.
It looks great. You just can't see this.
You look great. You just have to.
No, Twitch isn't loading on my computer.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys figure that out, and we'll do this thing really quickly. So, I'm gonna buy you time, Savanna.
Thank you, sir.
Basically, the website was community driven. We put a call to action out for everyone, and sure enough, people showed up in droves as far as like our community is concerned. Who else do I need to give thanks to? Right now, one, again, it's all Ian. On the back end, he's been partnering with my friend Spider, who's been detrimental in trying to make sure this thing's worked. Because the website did crash twice, which I'm kind of wearing that as like a badge of honor at this point. Also, the community, dude, Jamie, who wrote this amazing article about fandom and fascism and basically like this really great think piece about what's going on with Nick Spencer and the Captain America debacle. It was very level-headed, very well-researched. I really like the fact that it just was like an unbiased look at what's going on in the comic sphere and like kind of like an examination of groupthink in comics. It was amazing. It also got retweeted by Nick Spencer himself. It also got retweeted by Tom Brevoort and some other Marvel editorial. I think it's hanging at like 1,000 views right now. And that was amazing. Also, we call him Jay Spacey in the Discord chat. He had some pretty awesome articles and also had a really great interview with Dan Hastings I love him from Dr. McNinja, but also from Gwenpool and who else, dude? Right now, Neil, Hydra Neil is totally putting together a interview with all the folks from Vault Comics that actually is questions submitted from the community to ask their editors and creators and different people running Vault Comics, which is a brand new company publisher that focuses on like science fiction and fantasy. And they've really started to make a name for themselves, just like us, really early on in the game. So, Savanna, you look great, by the way. What else?
Thank you.
Who else am I missing in this?
Let me add that Rob C. has contributed, and Jay Spacey has done interviews with Doug Wagner, Christopher Hastings, and Kyle Starks from Image Comics. And let's see, Wick and Beyond, Jamie is going to be covering the Secret Empire event. And also, we'll be doing a one-piece summarizing The Button. If you're reading that, you should check that out. Kirk also got his own little, little nudge from the Kennel Block Blues writer.
Ryan Fair.
Yeah.
Can't forget to mention that.
But Ryan basically gave me a really cool, he retweeted the article and just was kind enough to say, hey, thanks for that. That was really cool for giving a shout out of the book. Because it was Eisner nominated for Best New Talent. And I genuinely believe it's one of the best comics I read last year. And it was one of the best comics a lot of people did not read by Boom Studios. And I had to do a review now that it's been out on trade for a couple of months. It's been collected. I really wanted to get people out there reading it and trying to discover it. Because also that art team, that creative team is off doing other things right now. Ryan is also about to do a few issues on the Ninja Turtles series, which has been really great. So hopefully some really cool stuff will happen with that. It's above and beyond, guys. I mean, I'm letting it sink in. I didn't realize how great the website was going to be, but I take that back. I knew it was going to be an awesome website. I just did not expect it this quickly. So
that's in comparison to
actually write about briefly in an editorial that hopefully will go up later on tonight on the website. Just kind of letting everyone know exactly where we are with that.
Yeah, I do want to take a moment really quick before we move on. I do want to thank Donnie Cates, who's the writer of God Country, Redneck, and now Baby Teeth. We are officially on his mailing list to receive advanced previews. So if you're interested in reviewing any of his titles, let me know. We will extend our ability to get those previews off to you in the community. I know that Jay Spacey, I almost called him JC Penney. Jay Spacey.
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Jay Spacey already got dibs on Redneck #2, the advanced preview for that. I already reviewed God Country #5, which is amazing. I'm actually going to talk about it tonight.
Yes.
And also thank you to the writer of Kim and Kim and Quantum Teens Argo, who is going to be doing a written interview for Comic Black Book as well. She is.
We got Mags. We got an interview with Mags.
We got Mags. She said yes.
I'm so stoked. And also Eisner nominated Kim and Kim. She's the writer of Eisner nominated Kim and Kim. Which, by the way, if you actually pay attention to what we say, we were screaming about how great that book was. Yes. So I don't know. We kind of know what we're talking about here.
So, we're just a bunch of nerds and who are just fangirling over the fact that we get to work with the people who we admire so much in the industry. So, and that's what it's all about. Like, eventually we want to get voice interviews going with community members and these creators. Like, the sky's the limit. We're not aiming for the middle here. We're aiming for the stars. And if with your help, we can make this happen. And we're already making it happen. If in week 6, in day 8, I believe it's day 8, we're already doing this well. Just imagine a year from now.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and more than anything else, I'm more excited to be doing this with Ian and Savanna. That really is something that I need to stress. That it's serendipitous that it happened this way, and Ian and Savanna have kind of been my guiding conscience in all of this, and they have been the ones like, you got. Surround yourself with let's try it people.
Yeah.
Like, if you want awesome, positive relationships in your life, surround yourself with people that say, I don't know, let's try it. And that's all Ian and Savanna have been. Because they've known me for a while, and this is something I've been trying to do forever. And I'm not just learning more about, like, responsibility, time management, and relationship building, but it is definitely, this whole experience has been nothing but, wow, these are positive choices you make in your life. And in a situation like this, I am learning so much about relationships with people that I look for in friendships, and it has been so fucking cool. Yeah. It basically, like, everything that we are doing is about community, and can't stop, won't stop.
I was just about to say that. Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. One of the coolest things. I think it was about this time last year, Ian said something, according to me on Twitter, that was along the lines of, be the change you want to be. So I've really taken that to heart, and I think everything's really fucking cool and working out.
Yeah. And and to just, like, add on to what Kirk is talking about, like, the reason why I'm working so hard on this is because I'm surrounded by you beautiful people who motivate me and give me the energy and the fuel to fucking spend 4 hours on the website and make sure it's looking fucking punk rock for you guys. Like you guys inspire me to be better and do better, and it's amazing. Like, I feel like 3 years ago, I had no friends that read comic books, and now there's just an entire community around me, and I'm so thankful. And this is kind of like my thanks. It's like, we're doing this for you guys, and because we love you and all that sappy shit. I'm sappy.
Oh, hey, now get sappy, motherfuckers. Hashtag sappy motherfuckers. Let's do it. We will get to comic books tonight. We will talk about some of the weeklies that came out. Also, our book of the week is The Humans by Image Comics. Savanna is probably going to freak the fuck out all goddamn day about that.
What did I just read, you guys? That book was...
Did you read the first volume, Ian, or did you read both?
I read the first volume.
And did you like it?
Let's save it till we get to the book.
I'm so nervous all of a sudden.
Ooh, suspension.
Full of anxiety now.
And we will get into it. Guys, quick reminder, like I said, this is a community. If you want to contribute to the website, if you want to contribute to one of the live shows that we're going to start, we have been hosting on the Twitch channel, if you want to start connecting with more comic book fans like what we've been talking about tonight, and finding your community, head over to the Discord chat. Where are we at now? Are we there with like 200 members at this point?
Holy crap.
Wild. I had to get the biggest iPhone I could get to be able to handle the Discord chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm due for an upgrade, thankfully.
Say that again?
I'm due for an upgrade, thankfully.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's probably... The Discord chat's going to be like updating my phone forever.
It happened.
Dude, it's a chat that's happening 24/7 that's connecting people and with other like-minded fans from around the world to even locally. And it's pretty fucking cool watching all these friendships that are starting to happen because of it.
I don't even talk about comic books really anymore. I just talk in and I jump in and interrupt everybody's conversations.
It's so funny. Like, people will be talking about comic books and also like, dude, I had the worst day ever. And then everyone like will join in and talk about their and all they go back to comic books. It's pretty much the coolest fucking thing in the face of the earth.
It is. It's like, it's awesome.
There's at one point there's Lenny Monster, who's been with YMB forever.
Oh my god.
She has her own command in the Discord channel where like a bat signal appears and she shows up in the chat. It is easily one of the most adorable things on the face of the earth.
I love her. She's so precious.
Kudos.
Lenny is amazing.
Kudos to Ronan for coming up with the idea, and then kudos to me for making the graphic. But that is the most hysterical thing in the world. It would be 3 a.m. It'd be like Ronan and I are on call, right? And we're just like, you know what? Let's call Lenny. It's 3 a.m. And then we'll just throw that command, and then she'd be like, "What do you want, motherfuckers? I'm sleeping." And I'm just like, we just wanted to say we loved you.
Yeah, we don't abuse the Lenny signal too much, but when it happens, like the signal goes out, and all of a sudden she appears in chat. She's like, "You called?"
It
like,
never fails.
It's like the red phone is ringing.
Yeah, dude. Commissioner Gordon wishes Batman was that punctual. I mean, oh, it's so good.
That's awesome.
So yeah, guys, what's it feel like to be business owners?
It's pretty fucking cool.
Stressful.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Stressful in a good way.
I'm my own boss that has to make sure everything's cool with all my other folks before I make any decisions. I'm thinking about something. I don't know. But, yeah. So go head over to comicblackbook.com. Go check out the reviews. Go get involved in the comment sections. Go find us in Discord. I almost feel like the Discord's kind of perfect for when articles go up and then everyone starts having a discussion in there. So it's pretty fucking badass. We will be doing more shows here. I'm going to hopefully get a raise in the next few months at work so I can up my bandwidth and help Ian host live shows on the Twitch with more community members. I need to go buy a new keyboard this week because my keyboard died on the way to work on the bus, so it's been hard for me to write articles.
Aww.
Sorry. But, yeah, dude, it's pretty fucking rad. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Have I blabbered enough? No, do we have enough people?
As we speak, Mike the Mutant is trying to set up a written interview with Jill Thompson, so that's pretty cool.
There we go.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy. Mike, you're so tenacious.
Which is, you know what the cool part about this website that I'm really excited about is that it's because it's so fan-driven. We will cover comic book news. We will cover, like, big announcements. Mm-hmm. Are we really going to talk about, like, the seedy underbelly of comics? Not yet. We're not there yet. But I like the fact that it's news and reviews, but I love... One of the coolest things I saw this week was that because we're so indie comic driven, our love for like the indie publishers is huge with YB and comicblackbook.com. That some of the keywords that people were searching and how they found our website this week, like I was overjoyed because people were searching for indie comic reviews by certain comics by name, and that's how they found our website.
Interesting.
Yes. Which means it's gonna fucking work. I knew it.
It's gonna fucking work, guys.
Yeah, it's working.
We can do these computer things.
Well, you can do all the computer things. I just stand by and go, yes, yes.
That's nice. That's nice.
And then I go and Google what he was talking about. Yeah. So, alrighty. So that's pretty much it. This is Your Mom's Basement Interactive Comic Book Club. We are going to talk about weeklies tonight. So we'll all pick a couple of titles that we all read and we will talk about in depth. Also, very important, that chat over there that you're looking at on your mobile, desktop, tablet, futuristic device. The chat is interactive. You get involved and we'll bring you into the show, and whatever you comment on, whatever you have questions about, insights as we're talking. Also, when I forget stuff because this is live and I get nervous, the chat also saves my ass a lot. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's an interactive comic book club. So, that said and done. That's it. Let's do the new YMB with the Comic Black Book website behind us. Let's fucking get into it.
Do we have a song when we dance?
Oh, welcome to I've Got
Guys, we need a jingle.
I'll make it up as I go along.
Guys, we need a jingle.
I don't know. Nothing.
So, roll the dice. Who's going first? And this is like a mystery week because we didn't talk about our prior books like we usually do. So, I like to see how many Kirk and I have in common because I bet you I got at least one of them.
Okay, so, God, all right. You want to cover X-Men really quickly because we had an X-Men title come out?
Kirk, cover X-Men because I've actually been so busy, like I just haven't really gotten to my pool.
Okay.
Two of the titles I'm hyping up tonight haven't even been released yet, and then I'm talking about regression. So
keep talking.
You go.
It's because sound is cutting out.
Whose sound?
Your sound. I can't quite hear you. I think your sound is kind of choppy. Like I'm only hearing some of the words.
Testing. Is it working?
Here we go.
There you are.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, actually, I can kind of talk about X-Men Blue because I read issue number 2.
Yes.
Issue number 2. That was Jean Grey.
So I haven't been keeping up with Jean Grey.
Oh fuck! I guess I can talk about.
One comic book? Oh god, the world is a twisted place.
I guess I can talk about Jean Grey number 1.
Okay. Here's the worst part. My Comixology, my tablet's about to die. So I have to go look at Comixology and see what I read tonight. I have no idea.
Kirk, you're not buying Jean Grey, right?
I'm not.
Sir.
Savannah.
I have not been checking it out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a jerk.
Okay. Have you?
I did read Jean Grey because I'm very interested in the. I'm more interested in this Jean Grey than I am in the other one.
Okay, so tell me. Okay. Now I've got my books up. Now I can see what I can talk about tonight. All right. You talk about Jean Grey.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to pull up the X-Men Blue. Jean Grey, it kind of sets up what it's going to be about. It's going to be about the Phoenix. The Phoenix is back. The Phoenix is kind of like, how dare you even think that you can escape this? Like, Jean Grey is Jean Grey is Jean Grey is Jean Grey. Like, you can't escape me. Like, I will always be there. So, and it's kind of like younger Jean Grey dealing with the fact that she's going to have to deal with this, cosmic entity that's after her. Because at the very beginning of the issue, she kind of goes through, like, you have to understand, like, I'm me. I'm my own Jean Grey. I did not get possessed. I haven't died. I haven't tried to kill my friends. I haven't tried to destroy the earth. Like, you have to understand that I'm my own person, and you have to, like, kind of, like, separate me from this other one. And I'm thinking that it's going to deal with the fact that this Jean Grey, as much as she would like, she cannot escape her past, quote unquote.
And the worst part is, it's not even her past; it's another Jean Grey's past.
Exactly. It's like in this like fucked up way. It's like indirectly her past, but it's not. And I'm excited to see where it goes. The issue could have been stronger, but it gave me everything I expected. I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't wowed either.
Okay.
I'm still going to pick it up.
Okay. Cool. So, he's still going to stick with Jean Grey. I'm not reading it currently. I'm still waiting. Has the new issue of Iceman come out yet? Or are we still waiting on that?
I think we're still waiting on that. Because if Iceman would have come out, I would have heard about it.
Yeah, he's like, it would have been on my fucking radar.
Because I'm actually, aside from Gen X, that's the other title I was like anxiously waiting for.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Generation X. I keep circling back to this. As excited as I am that Marvel is making the big X-Men push, does anyone feel like it's a little too front-loaded? Like, did we get too many X-Men titles from this whole relaunch?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you really asking that question?
Just for the sake of context in the show, yeah.
Fuck yes, there was way too many. There was about 17 too many.
Okay.
17, maybe 24. How many was there total?
I tried 32.
32.
There's a lot of... we still haven't seen...
If it would have been, if it would have just been X-Men Gold for the longtime readers, X-Men Blue for the new readers, and then just like, I don't know, Gen X, just for like both of those groups, and then just limited series on Jean Grey and Iceman, it would have been perfect. But then everything else like didn't need to happen, in my opinion.
So, obviously they're trying to make enough X-Men comics that whatever type of X-Men fan you are will gravitate naturally towards the title that's kind of written for you. At the same time, I'm almost a little afraid that because of this onslaught of X-Men titles, it's going to spread thin.
Yeah.
I
can see that happening. I can see that happening with the individual titles going on, like Jean Grey and Iceman. Like, if they would have come out and said, look, we're going to release these titles, but they're limited series. They're going to go up to issue 5 or 6, and then it's going to be done. But they came out with it, making us think that it's going to be ongoing, and then I can already tell those two are going to get canceled so fast.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah, it feels like it. Again, the surprise for me has been Weapon X, which I'm embarrassed that I like. Like, I'm embarrassed that I like it.
Oh, Weapon X is good, though.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Once I figure it out, I'll fix it.
They'll change the creative team and break your heart. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Yeah, exactly. It'll run 12 issues, then it'll switch up.
Did you want to talk about X-Men Blue first or Weapon X so I can bring it up?
Let me see. Let me bring it up on my queue really quickly.
I kind of know.
You already have X-Men Blue up?
Yeah, I already have X-Men Blue.
Yeah, do X-Men Blue.
X-Men Blue.
I'm not reading. I haven't read it.
It's.
He hasn't the words, friend.
Here's what I do like about it. I know this is going to sound weird. I love the art behind X-Men Blue as far as how the X-Men are drawn. And I know this is going to sound kind of weird, and I don't care. I'll put it out there. I like how Jean Grey, teenage Jean Grey, is drawn realistically proportionately. I like that it's not all boobs and hips and sass and red hair Jean Grey. Mm-hmm. I like that. I think girls can read. I think anybody with body issues can still pick up an issue of X-Men and not be like, she's got mind powers and double Ds. Oh, God. Like, I like how everyone is kind of drawn in a realistic sense of being teenagers. I know that seems like a weird thing to kind of point out. It's something I appreciate with the comic. It's also got a slight anime feel about them. I also like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. The weird thing with this issue about how these X-Men are so... The series is kind of strange where, like, these X-Men are kind of still pure and innocent in the fact of their development, even though they're very well aware of, like, the dangers in the world and their situation and plight. Trying to surround them with constant gnarly evil and trying to have that weird juxtaposition between, like, we're the X-Men and everything's evil is a little weird to watch. This issue contained Sentinels that are programmed to protect mutants. And that seems like something that's already been done enough times in X-Men. Like, it's the Sentinels are pretty, one note. You can only do so much with them. This issue also introduced Bastion. I always say his name wrong, but he's kind of like a Mega Mold Prime Sentinel enemy of the X-Men, and he's also like a cyborg. And it was this really weird issue where he is programming Sentinels to protect mutants because in the end, this is so dumb.
He's
so dumb. He's created to kill mutants. But if he kills all the mutants, then he won't serve a purpose in his life anymore. And because the mutants are endangered, he's now programmed Sentinels to protect mutants so their numbers can grow so that eventually he can start killing mutants again.
Oh my fucking God.
So he has to pace himself.
Yeah.
Weird.
Are you serious? Is this...
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, God.
He looks very serious about it, too.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Go back a page, Ian. What's up with his hand?
So, that's weird. I enjoy the art. As far as the execution on this one, I don't know. Because I want to read cool, fun, original 5 X-Men stories again.
Are you gonna read the next one? Is the question.
I mean,
I'm gonna give this thing through its first arc.
Oh, baloney! Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to give everything a chance. I'm gonna go through.
Don't read bad comic books, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it a shot. I have to.
No, Savanna, like I do too. Like to a certain extent, I am enjoying these titles. But
Marvel can suck a big one.
But last week,
opinion, you guys can love Marvel. I still love you even more for standing your fucking ground. But what they have done to me cannot be undone, and I will hold a grudge until I'm in a fucking box.
Yeah.
So,
Savannah's hurt. Don't worry, we'll get to indie titles in a second. A couple weeks ago, we did talk about X-Men Blue and Colin Bunn, and I think we all kind of shared this weird opinion that Bunn doesn't necessarily... We don't like him when he's really writing superheroes. I think he has a hard time writing superheroes. But then you look at another book that he released this week, which we actually have a review on up on the website, called Regression, that he did with Image Comics.
I read that.
Blackbook.com.
Comicblackbook.com. And it's a complete 180 from what he writes with X-Men, and it's an indie title, and it doesn't have superheroes, and it's got a gnarly premise to it, and that's the Colin Bunn I like to read. I like when he's doing his indie stuff.
Kirk, do you want to talk about Regression right now? Because I read that, and it's so good.
Thank you. Let's go to Regression. We'll bounce back to the X-Men a little bit.
Creative team, please.
It's Colin Bunn and Danny Lockhart, and I'm looking at everything. I don't remember. It's Colin Bunn.
Okay.
I really dug the art. It's about a guy who I like that the story dives right into it in the very first few pages. This regular dude is at kind of like a gathering. His name is Adrian. I also like the fact he's drawn like a normal person. That's what I love in my indie comics. And the comic's called Regression. And he's at like a kickback barbecue party. And right away, you automatically realize that he's just uncomfortable. He suffers from anxiety. And he's flat out having like hallucinations. And one of his friends comes over and she's like, "They're getting worse, aren't they?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, but I have to actually start considering that I might be crazy. I'm seeing shit." This isn't the first couple pages of the book. I loved throwing us right into it. And he's having these gnarly hallucinations, like weird creatures and bugs are like crawling out from his chest that are completely disgusting. He's seeing like maggots and flies and insects crawling out of people's like eyes and ears, which I hope I'm not scaring people away from this. But I was really digging it. I really dig this concept where the guy goes and, on the request of a friend, visits a hypnotist who they actually meet like at a comedy club, because he's doing like the whole thing where like when you wake up, suddenly you'll be very aroused to everyone in the audience who's watching you. And you're like, "Oh, fuck, this is dumb." But the guy actually works with them and starts doing like regression therapy. And it takes a gnarly turn. And I'm talking too much. Ian, go for it.
Man, that sounds really good though already. Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
And the art looks pretty cool. Can I see more of it?
Oh, crap on things.
Pretty please?
I always forget I'm supposed to be working as I'm on this.
So...
Oh, Savanna, you're gonna love this art. It's fucking sick. Like, not like it's sick. It's like it's like emotionally scarring sick.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are really talking big.
It's a pretty gnarly book.
Come on, I
want
don't know.
to see.
My computer's being a little poo right now, taking a while to.
No, it's okay.
I wonder why.
But yeah, this guy is he's kind of convinced that he is going crazy, and he's kind of accepting it, which I think is really gnarly. I like that the hypnotist kind of really reminds me of, the comedy act Penn and Teller.
Mm-hmm.
He really reminds me of Penn. The way he's drawn, and his facial expressions and like his
beard.
Do
you think they pulled like their inspiration from that character?
Oh, totally. Mm. And it's again,
that's cool.
Yeah, right. Right.
And this was a number 1 this week.
Mm-hmm. Progression by Image Comics.
All right, man. Yep.
I immediately have a crush on the character Maul.
Oh yeah, you love you a fucking ginger.
Oh
no. Hello?
Well, because here we go. I'm back.
Yeah, she's pretty baby. You're gone again.
Okay. I'm back. So, Ian, what'd you think of this?
Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to see what's making my computer so slow. I wonder if it's because I'm using Chrome and not my usual Safari browser, but I probably won't be doing this again. I'll probably use Safari next time. So I was really surprised by the art, how like grotesque and how out there it is. Like I love that the character just kind of snaps in and out of these like disgust. Yeah. Like he's like in a barbecue, but then like he'll be looking at a friend, and then all of a sudden there'll be like maggots just pouring out of his face. And then I love the villain already. He reminds me a lot of the villain from Sons of the Devil.
Ooh.
So
yes.
I'm really
okay.
I'm really excited about that. But first impressions, like the art is it goes there, which I like. I'm already kind of attached to the characters. Like I care about the lead and like what the fuck is going on with him. Like I don't know if it's a past life. I don't know if he's just crazy. We don't know if it's drugs. And the babe friend, obviously. She's really likable and
she's a babe.
Kind of like is strangely understanding at what's going on with him.
Yes.
Which is kind of like, oh, you're seeing these crazy things. Cool. Like, let's go see my hypnotist friend. Like, she's in it, you know? But I want to get to this one page to show Savanna, which is the one where they open his chest.
Oh, yeah, they're so gross.
See, here's the villain. Here's where we first see the villain, and he's just like crouching on top of him. And then he opens his chest. This is the one. This like chest burster, crazy ass thing. It's amazing. The art is great.
Yeah.
It lived up to expectations, in my opinion.
Well, shit. That's fucking cool.
And this is Colin Bunn, who like is writing X-Men Blue, and we're like, and then he does his indie stuff. We're like, fuck yes.
Well, it just like backs all of my fucking complaints about Marvel. They are fucking holding him down.
Yeah, I feel like to
have freedom.
You know, we could keep going back to what Ed Brubaker said at every single convention I've ever seen him at. So he has no interest in reading comic books where the person does not own the character he is writing. And I think you paint yourself into a corner, and the company paints you into a corner of what you can and can't do with licensed characters. But then you see what indie comics can do, and these guys fucking cut loose. Like, all right, so I got an idea for a comic. The guy's crazy, and he's going to go do regression therapy. Okay, cool. What's next? He has a vision about a giant bug bursting out of his chest, and we're going to creep out the readers. Okay, cool. Do it.
Do you guys feel like almost like the big two are kind of becoming stepping stones towards like bigger and better things? Like I almost feel like it's not necessarily where the creators break out, but where they build their resume so they can do great things independently.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because like that's always what I've thought about the big two. It's like the big two will never be like Image, and that's why Image is like closely running behind them, because like the creators at the big two will always be closed into this box, into the DC and Marvel box. So they can't be as creative as they need to be. So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but
I mean, like you
they're being fucking held down.
Yeah.
Like we want you to write this story this way because we're trying to either make this point, fuck these people, fuck this company, or fucking shut this character down forever. Shut this entire team down forever. Make it so that nobody wants to buy it because we don't want to fuck with it anymore.
Right.
Like, Marvel is everything I hate.
But luckily we have Image Comics, so Savanna
luckily we have Image and Boombox and Dynamite and all the other awesome, good comic books. But my issues with Marvel are so deeply seated. I'm just bitter. Fucking so bitter.
It's okay.
I like that. I like how the big two has become kind of like what creators have to do to pay the bills, but then Image and indie publishing companies is what they do to do what they love.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why Marvel can't do that. Like, fucking let them have creative freedom. Mm-hmm. Well, why are they not? Are writers not pitching things? Like, are they not accepting writers' pitches? I get that writers don't have the time to really just like pitch things willy-nilly in hopes that they will get a bite. I get that. You got to make money and survive. But why doesn't imagine if the writers that we loved were able to have creative freedom with the teams that they love. Mm-hmm. I don't care if there's 4 different Thor books out at the same time. Generally there is, as long as they're done by different people. Like, fucking, what if other people have different perspectives, why can't that be the way?
Right.
If fucking 4 different people write Deadpool 4 different ways, why is that a problem?
And I think it's really interesting because you hit on something that I was going to point out.
But must veto ideas like fucking Gwenpool. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. But there is something interesting you said there, is that there are some of the best comics I have read are ones where the guy was like, yeah, I pitched this story to Marvel, and Marvel said you can't do that with those characters. And so they took that idea and did it their own way with new characters. Watchmen. Watchmen is a perfect example of that. That was supposed to be another set of characters. That was supposed to be DC characters. And DC said, no, you can't do it. And Alan Moore said, cool, you've got all these Harvey characters that you don't use anymore. Can I borrow those? And each one stands in as a stand-in for, like, a major DC character in that story. And now we look at fucking Watchmen as the pinnacle of comic books. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's another story I read once called The God Eaters, which was a fantastic book. I highly recommend it. We should do it sometime on the show. It was supposed to be a Avengers story. And the guy was like, yeah, Marvel wouldn't let me touch any of the Avengers characters for it. So he wrote this thing called God Eaters, which was fucking epic World War II fantasy where, like, each nation started praying to a certain god, and each god was like Thor or a Captain America or
shit, that's cool.
Dude, it was so rad.
That is really cool. Can we please do that?
Yeah, we can do God Eaters, and it's fucking amazing. And it was you couldn't have done it with the Avengers. It would have never been as good. Like, I'm glad they said no, and he self-published it. It was fucking amazing.
And Marvel is, like, the ultimate of fucking... I can't right now because it's going to ruin my buzz for...
It's okay.
So, you know where I stand.
To pull it back into the positive realm, King's The Vision and Willow Wilson's original run of Ms. Marvel are testament that if you let the creators do what they want to do with these characters, a great story can come out of it. You can still make money and still tell a great tale. If you just do that, for some reason Marvel just doesn't see that, but one day they probably will once Image just...
I was just about to say, fucking ring that bell.
Yeah, preach, ring that.
Yeah. Please.
And maybe when Image finally gets ahead of the big two, they will finally realize the mistake of their ways. But until then, we're just kind of stuck reading, One
of my fucking favorite Marvel books last year was the way that they did Scarlet Witch. It was the same writer and a different artist and the same story kind of every year. It was super basic, great for teenagers. I wish they would do more of that. Like, experience different creative teams because... artists and writers are so They have such a symbiotic relationship.
It's amazing. You know, you take Matt Fraction. Like, hey guys, give me Hawkeye. I got a really good idea for a Hawkeye story. And Marvel's like, well, fuck Hawkeye. Sure, go ahead, do whatever you want. He does something absolutely amazing, sees his vision all the way through, and now look at Marvel, like going to every single creator and going, but can you do it like Fraction's Hawkeye? Like,
and then you can't come to a creative team like that. That's like telling a musician, like, hey, I want you to sound like this.
Yeah, good call.
No, you can't do that. It's still art. You have to. There's a creative freedom that comes with an art form. Like, why are comic books not an art form anymore? Marvel comics, anyway. It's depressing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, look at the pout. I'm sorry, Savanna.
So mad about it.
It's okay. How about this? How about you pick wait, who hasn't picked a book yet?
Savanna.
Go for it. Savannah.
Speaking of Marvel, they own Star Wars, which is like my 15th love.
So,
fuck Marvel. Here's some Marvel property.
They bought this, okay? This was not a Marvel.
You know what
thing,
I meant. You know
okay.
What I meant.
Well, it was Dark. Dark Horse was doing Marvel. Star Wars was an indie comic book before Marvel had it. Or I mean, Marvel had it way back in the day. But when I was little, all the Star Wars comics that I read were all Dark Horse. I didn't really.
Tales of the Jedi.
Tales of the Jedi. Fucking. Oh my God.
Dark Empire.
Dark Empire. There's so fucking many good old Star Wars stories. Like, I would love to, like, pick my top 3, or we should all, like, pick our top 3. Ian can't because he's not a Star Wars, but,
What's a Star Wars?
What's a Star Wars? Anyway, but Screaming Citadel. Fucking Kirk.
Okay.
Please tell me what you thought about this book.
I haven't read it yet. I'm saving it for tonight.
It's blasphemy.
You bought it. I'm showing it now.
You can read it. It's Dr. Aphra and a young Luke Skywalker with no Jedi training. It's a one part of 5, and man, it is fucking. It's everything I love about Star Wars comics, and the art was fucking great, super gnarly. Like, go forward. Look at it. It's so nice.
Who wrote it?
Gillen.
Is it Gillen?
Gillen. Yep. And he's my favorite to write Dr. Aphra, and this is some amazing Dr. Aphra. And she's back to being a babe, because in her self-title, she was not super babely, which is fine, but she's back like a super mega ultra babe in this book, and I'm just like, yes!
I don't disagree with me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I like that Karen Gillan basically took one look at Aphra, this character that he created for the Star Wars universe, and they're like, so what kind of character is she? And he was like, she's super hot, evil Indiana Jones.
She's a super hot, evil fucking Indiana Jones. And she has to look at her. Look at how beautiful she is. Fuck.
She's hot.
And she's so cool. She's like, and she has a blaster and cybernetic enhancements. And she fucking is an archaeologist, like space archaeologist. Fuck me up. She's like everything I've ever wanted to be, but no dragons.
No dragons.
But it is fucking Star Wars, but I'm pretty sure she could find something dragon-like.
We'll add. It's only a matter of time before Star Wars adds space dragons.
Space dragons! I fucking love dragons.
There'll be a Fig Fang Foom Star Wars crossover eventually. It's gonna fucking happen.
But there's like Gamorrean guards, and like I said, young Luke Skywalker. And then if you go to the end of the book, like fucking what is that Sith Lord babe fucking city that's happening in there, sucking the life out of this guy? You guys gotta read this book. The Star Wars books from Marvel have been fucking amazing, except Princess Leia. That was garbage.
Yeah, I don't know, which is a shame because I really like Mark Waid as a writer. I don't know what happened with that, unfortunately.
Look at how hot she is, guys. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, read Screaming Citadel.
Straight up.
Citadel.
What else? Who read what else this week?
Kirk, did you already talk about a title?
Yeah, I brought up Progression, and then I rode your coattails on that one.
So, I read something that you guys, there's no possible way you could have read it, because it was an advanced preview, straight from Johnny Cates. I read God Country #5, and the arc is still going strong. The art is sick. In this issue, you get to find out more about the origin of Valifax the Sword, the world it came from, and its creator. I don't want to get too spoilery because I want you guys to pick it up this Wednesday at your local comic book shop, or if you're do Comixology, get it there. But it's, trust me on this one, it's still going strong. The feels are just crazy. Every issue just has me crying. Like, there's always this one moment that has me, like, just bursting into tears. Because there's, like, this aspect of family, and I really like that. I love that it's a broken family that loves each other and are trying to make it work within these extraordinary circumstances, and that just makes me want to go, you know.
There's two things I need to really talk about with God Country. One, Ian, fuck you, I'm very jealous that you've read this preview before I have. And two, you nailed it. I didn't realize until you mentioned it. Every issue has the choke up moment.
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't wear thin with me. Like, sometimes, like, a comic book will fall into, like, certain patterns, like, oh, and here come the waterworks, I'm a little over this. You're absolutely right, dude. God Country, it just is timed perfectly where there is that emotional release, like, at some point, like, every issue.
I don't know. Should I spoil it? Should I at least give one spoiler? I don't know. Mute me, guys, if you guys don't want to hear this for God Country.
Okay, so Ian's about to spoil, and you have to go pick up God Country this week.
Okay.
Because we just gave you a sneak preview. Make it happen.
Okay. So mute me. So yes, no, maybe so?
Go.
Okay.
Make it happen.
So the moment that had me just like, oh fuck. Like, there, okay, so with, you know, power corrupts. That's been the theme in literature forever. Power always corrupts. Mm-hmm. We've seen it in X-Men. We've seen it in Plutona. We just know that with power comes great responsibility, and if you don't know how to handle it, it can corrupt you.
Right.
And there was this one moment where Emmett loses control of the power that he's wielding. And he's like fucking shit up, and his son is asking him, like, Dad, stop before you like kill us, essentially. And then he doesn't, and then you just hear his granddaughter go, Grandpa, stop, and then like that brings him back, and it's just like it just brings shivers down your spine, and it's just like the cute, like the cutest, most feelingful thing ever.
Aww.
And that's why that's why I'm in it, you know? That's why I'm in it, to feel things, to learn things, and I don't know. That was kind of like my favorite part, which is not at all like anything big in the story, but those are the things that I love when I read comics. It's just that shiver down your spine when you read something.
Yeah, I need that
feel shit, man.
Yeah, dude, my thing, and I don't want to necessarily talk about it at length, but it's probably one of the reasons why I'm still reading Dan Slott and Allred's Silver Surfer, is that, one, it's a consistently great read every month. Those two are meant for each other. Again, I'll never get tired of saying this every episode when I mention Silver Surfer. It is a low-key Doctor Who comic in disguise, which is perfect for me. That's what I love. Also, somehow, some way, each Silver Surfer issue has that emotional moment. And so I definitely, Silver Surfer, when it comes out on its release month, on its release week, I absolutely save it until the end of my stack. Because I know, like, all right, cool, man. Like, time to get those feels going in Silver Surfer. So that's always something pretty cool. But, yeah, I need that. I'm just like Ian. If I'm not emotionally connecting to a story, I'm more likely not to really finish it through or see it out or really enjoy it as much.
Like, with me, there has to be more than action. Like, definitely I'm the kind of reader that it can't just be action. I have to have some kind of emotional connection, or else I won't see it through.
Right.
I like both. Both is good.
Mm-hmm. We'll take it. Am I the only one reading Godshaper by Boom Studios right now?
Ooh, yes.
I'm not reading it.
Can I talk about it a little bit for a second?
Yeah.
Some really good indie stuff came out this week. That's why I'm kind of like in love with this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Boom Studios has a title out right now called Godshaper. I talked about the first issue when it came out, and it's a kind of a really cool world where everyone is assigned a god, and sometimes they're like Pokemon. They're kind of really cute and adorable, but everyone has their own god, and they make things happen for that individual person. You pray and worship to them in order to give them power, and also in this world, you have these things called God Shapers, which are actually never assigned a god, but they do have this awesome power to kind of mold or enhance or change your god's abilities. And they upgrade your god. They upgrade the Pokemon, and
they make your Pokemon evolve.
Pretty much. But they're also really considered outcasts to society. So no one wants them, but society needs them. And the art has been absolutely cool. One of the reasons why I'm really enjoying this comic is that the world that they have created, that all of this is happening in, is so thoroughly thought out and easily accessible right away. The way that the God Shapers talk to each other is like very jivey, and it's kind of poetic when you're reading how they speak to each other, and they're kind of like shorthand slang. I'm really enjoying that. I also really dig that the God Shapers kind of make their own way because they're kind of transient and they all each have their hustle, but they're also all about music and art, which is really fucking cool. Also, this week was really kind of funny because as a relatively straight guy, I had a lot of gay sex happen in my entertainment this week.
I just got to it, and guess who's adding God Shaper to his pool?
So God Shaper, I like the fact that the God Shaper is really, I don't know if we're going to call him gay, but I'm definitely going to be like, these guys just fucking, sure, whatever, they're into it all. And I like that they explored sexuality in a really awesome, positive way. That I don't think anyone should be ashamed of. I kind of think we need more of this in our art. I think we need to have more of this discussion in our art, which kind of will lead me into American Gods in a second. But it was just a beautiful, sweet, awesome issue. I just genuinely think if you're into something a little bit different and you're really into comics that have really amazing world building, God Shaper is right up your alley. It's borderline YA, but because it's dealing with like really sexual, mature themes, I'm not necessarily saying like if you're 10 or 11 or 12, you should be going out and reading it. But
the art is very kid friendly, but then you just have like this scene of like cute little Pokemon around the scene, and then there's like this guy just like bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a really cool. It's fun and it's whimsical, and then it gets really serious really quickly. And I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm really enjoying this world, and every issue is like, so what's the next thing you're going to give me that exists in this world? I'm truly enjoying it. Also, it was really exciting to kind of, like I said, American Gods happened this week, and the reason I'm bringing this in, even though it's not really a comic book, is that there was a gnarly, awesome, beautiful gay sex scene in American Gods this week. Yeah. And it wasn't portrayed as gross or dirty. And it was this really cool interview that I saw with Brian Fuller talking about the decision to have this incredibly glorious sex scene, no matter what your thing is, was that he thinks in stories today, there's been a lot of coming out stories, and his intention wasn't necessarily to tell one of those. Now it was time to have the conversation about, like, just having a nice, beautiful moment between two people making an emotional connection in a physical way. And it was presented in a way that was it doesn't matter that it was two men, or it could have been two women, or it could have been two whatever. That it was just the act of sex and connecting on an emotional level was what needed to be celebrated. And it was kind of cool because I was having that thought when I was reading God Shaper. I was just really like, dude, this was a really cool emotional moment where it was like, two friends who also kind of need to have that emotional connection because they relatively spend a lot of their time alone traveling from one city to the next, and they needed to have that, they needed to have that connection, that emotional moment where they're connecting to somebody else. How cool is that conversation to happen? And then American Gods happened, and I was like, all right, this has been a good week for gay sex. Good on you. Make it happen.
All the gay sex, please.
All the gay sex.
I love it.
But I was just really excited, like, let's have the conversation about sex in general. Like, let's not make it feel dirty. Let's not make it, it's completely natural, and it's okay to partake in it, whatever you're looking for, trying to get out of it, and it doesn't. I loved it. I was just really fucking into it. So I'm definitely highly suggesting God Shaper. I'm definitely going to finish this series all the way through. Again, just one of those things that it's a story that Boom Studios could tell that I don't necessarily think the big two could. So definitely go check out your cute little Pokemon gods and awesome like vagabonds doing cool rad hustling shit. Really go check it out.
Savanna, you're up next.
Yeah. Did anybody read Grass Kings?
Yes.
Fucking A, man. I really, really like this book.
Dude, I've also talked a lot, so you're going to talk about Grass Kings.
I'm kind of too stoned, honestly, but the art is fucking mind-blowing in this book. Like, it's all watercolors, and it's colored in a way that really leads you through the book. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't stop looking at it. Yeah. It's one of the ones where you just, like, absorb it for the art that it is. Do you have it, Ian?
Issue number 3, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's up. Feel free to discuss.
Is it up yet?
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Hey, the part closer to the end with the where he goes and tells the story.
Okay.
Was really fucking cool for me.
Will you show the page on the screen so I can see it, so I can pull it up?
Okay. You show that. Grass Kings, by the way, again, also another Boom Studios title. Matt Kint, who's one of our favorite writers.
Yep.
Okay.
Very foreboding. Yep. Matt Kint and Tyler Jenkins. Mm-hmm. Why the art is so fucking cool. But some shit goes down. Have we talked about this before when it first came out?
Yeah, you guys have talked about Grass Kings before.
The premise of the book. It's kind of got that Briggs Land feel with the family on the land trying to keep the cops out. And so the cops, they keep getting into trouble with people coming into their land. So the cops are always there investigating, and they find a body. And it's kind of a very shady mess, and everybody's pointing fingers, blaming each other for so much of the shit that's going down, and it's just really good inner family drama.
Right.
I liked it a lot.
My thing with Grass Kings is that I think the art directly lends itself to the story.
Totally.
Like, I almost feel like if this art was different art. Like, say if you were using, like, the art that we just saw in God Shaper, I don't think the story would fly with me that much. But because it's got these really nice, cool, like, a really nice color palette that's not afraid to use, like, greens and pinks and, like, kind of like everything always reminds you of just sunset. Mm-hmm. Like, throughout the entire book. And it's that, it definitely emotes a certain, like, mood that fits right along with what the story's trying to tell, and I'm really like king on that. I'm really digging Grass Kings.
But it's a murder mystery for sure, and there's a lot of bad shit happening. And if you're into good indie books, this is a really good new one. And if you really like Jeff Lemire too, it's kind of got a lot of those vibes just because of the type of story it is. He likes those backcountry fucking stories. This is another backcountry story.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, Matt Kint bounces around in different type of genres, and he does this really well.
He does.
Ian, would you like to pick a book?
Yeah. So I will pick another one. There's no way you guys could possibly have read.
Oh, you see, you're just rubbing our faces in it at this point.
Baby Teeth #1, which is the upcoming Donny Cates title. If you are,
I wanted to read this.
If you're a fan of Sons of the Devil and just satanic things in general, like, you should definitely read this. From what I could tell, it's definitely going to be telling the story of a possible Antichrist born from this high school teen who is very likable, very quirky, very charming, with a badass motherfucking, like, truck driving aviator glass wearing leather jacket, like older sister who literally the girl is like getting picked on by this group of men, and then she just drives her truck into them, and it's just like, leave fucking sister alone. And it's just so good. It's really great. I'm excited to read it. So yeah, check that out. I believe it's by Aftershock.
I think it's an Aftershock title. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Image. It's not Image like Redneck and God Country. It's Aftershock, and the art. It's great so far. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm excited to get issue 2.
Nice. It'd be kind of cool if I actually get caught up and read it. Because someone keeps getting all the advanced titles.
I know, that's bullshit. Sharesies.
Right?
Guys,
Sharesies.
you guys have access to the Gmail. It's sitting right there for your guys' viewing.
I know. I need to just crack it open. I spent all Sunday reading and eating pie, so...
Yeah, please.
Oh my God, I love pie.
Dude, I had pie Sunday. It was great.
I love chicken pot pie.
Ooh, amazing. Yes. I had pie on Sunday, too. I had cherry pie.
So there was a lot of pie going around. Sweet.
I knew this. Holiday. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Maybe one more book and we'll start talking about the humans?
Yes, sir.
I'm done with my Donny Cates fan club, so you guys pick the last one.
So I want to talk about Batman, and I know that everyone's going to be like, oh, he's going to talk about All-Star Batman, but the truth is I'm not. All-Star Batman was really good this week, but I also think it's not been the best work by Snyder as far as dealing with Batman is concerned. I've definitely come to the conclusion that with all the different Bat Family titles that are out right now, the best one that I am reading, and yes, even more so than Tom King, is Detective Comics by, I always forget his name, Tinian the Fourth. I always screw up his name.
Mm-hmm.
Detective Comics right now has consistently been the best comic I'm reading as far as the Batman titles go, and it is long-form storytelling. It is incredibly thought out. I don't think he necessarily would have been able to do this type of storytelling if it was monthly, but because it is bi-monthly, we're getting 2 issues a week. It's fucking killer. I'm enjoying watching a Bat Team comic. I like watching. It's got Stephanie Spoiler, Clayface, which kind of seemed like it would be like a cheat to put him on the team. It really is. I'm watching Clayface try to redeem himself and become a better person, and it fits really well with the title. Again, if you're going to put Kathy Kane, Batwoman, in a comic, I'm going to read the fuck out of it. I think she's a really interesting character. She's had really awesome. Yeah.
I think she might be one of my favorite Batmans.
I think so. I love Kathy Kane. I love Kathy Kane. I will not show off my Kodo statue right now. What else? You've also got Azrael and Batwing, who do not seem like throwaway characters. Like, they actually seem like a part of the team. Also, Orphan. The whole last arc has been centered around Orphan and how she perceives how she fits in with the team. The last 4 or 5 issues have been dealing with Lady Shiva, who is her mother, and she's also in cahoots with the League of Shadows, and it's all Ra's al Ghul. And it's just been... I didn't think, if you were going to tell me like there was a Batman title and it was all going to be about Orphan, and it was basically going to be her backstory, her trying to discover and really truly find herself, also coming to grips with what her lineage is, who Lady Shiva is, and how she fits in the Batman universe. I was just like, there's no way Orphan's interesting enough to carry that story. I'm completely wrong in this. Detective Comics is probably the best Batman comic you're not reading right now. Guys, go hop on this series. The next arc is going to start. You can get caught up on what just happened the last 2 months. And I'm really finding that because it comes out twice a month, if it's a week when it doesn't come out, I'm like, shit, I got to wait until next week for it. I'm hooked. I am totally on board with this. Again, everyone's always kind of used Bruce Wayne, Batman, as like a patriarchal figure in the Bat family. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily always work out because it's always him being standoffish and cold and not having an emotional connection with any of his Robins until when it really matters at the end of the issue, when they have like the little like father-son buddy moment, and gets really fucking tired and boring in a lot of Batman titles. Watching Batman make decisions because it's what's best for the team, it's best strategically, and also because he's looking out for his team is a lot more interesting in this series. Fucking go pick up Detective Comics.
Yeah, girl.
All right.
So.
So, Savanna's comic.
This is all about This is the one where we're gonna watch Savanna, like no matter how high she is right now, really come alive.
They couldn't have made it more for her if they tried. Like, I mean,
this is Savanna's comic.
The entire time, I was just like, this was made for Savanna. Like, this is the moment where like Savanna would have freaked out, and this one, and this one, and this one, the entire thing.
It just keeps going. Like, it's literally just. It's one of the most fully immersive books I had ever
Our book of the week is The Humans, written by Tom Neely and printed by Image Comics. Watch Savanna freak the fuck out.
Written by Keenan Marshall Keller, and the art is by Tom Neely.
Tom Neely.
You're amazing.
There you go. I knew she was going to correct me as it was coming out. I'm like, I just said that wrong, but she's going to fix it for me.
It's okay. You're totally fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm really excited to talk comic book.
I am too. And you just read the second volume? And you liked it?
Oh, I read it all. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so amazing. It's such a good story too. On top of it being, it's a monkey biker gang. Like, it's exactly what it looks like. And the first issue is done in an older traditional kind of comic strip way. The art form is truly unique now to see. It's so different than everything else, and it's so much fucking fun. It's so much fucking fun, and you're just like,
right,
what the fuck at the turn of every page. Like, blah. I'm gonna say like 12 more times, and I'm so stoned.
That's okay. I'm gonna make you talk about this so much. So The Humans is it's put out by Image Comics, and it is definitely an ode to 60s exploitation, biker gang, like grindhouse films and stories. And it's anthropomorphic monkeys on bikes. On
fucking dope ass choppers. You can't even call them bikes. Like, they're some of the most legit fucking motorcycles in comic books. I fucking love that shit. They're perfect. They're so perfect.
And it's kind of cool because there's like this really familiar story about, you know, it's exactly what you want. It's biker gangs about ready to do like drug deals and doing illegal shady shit and also partying really hard. And
did you turn the page? Maybe? Hold on. There we go. I can't see there.
What page do you want me to go to?
Oh, I don't know. How do we navigate that? Do we just is it? I don't know who's doing it.
Ian's doing it.
I'm doing it. Let's see. First page. There we go.
Oh, yours is in color. Are all of them in color for the beginning?
In the trades. The trades are.
Oh, shit. My trade is in black and white, the first chapter.
Well, cool for you. You got something special that I don't. Congratulations.
No,
Savannah.
It's in black and white.
The first chapter is in black and white, yeah, and then it gets into color later on.
Oh, cool looking. Look at that shit. This book is not something that I can exactly talk about and tell the story because you have to read the story.
Okay.
I can't tell if you're talking or not.
Who is me?
Yeah. Am I breaking up at all?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're going to talk about it. Talk about The Humans.
I am trying to make this load.
It's okay.
What do you mean it's okay? Why did you
Because I have to... No. I have to use the art to tell the story.
Okay.
So tell us why you picked this book, and then while I try to get this to load.
Because it's monkeys on motorcycles saying fuck. amazing. It's one of the most fucking stories. I mean, it's so much more than that. For me, it's the art. I fucking live for this art. It is so dope. But the story is really good too. I mean, it's about you learn about the characters and that build up the gang. There's a rival gang. They go and do fucking crazy shit, and these guys fucking fuck these guys over, and they go fucking chase these guys down with their fucking motorcycles, and yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
So you've got talking monkeys that say fuck, which is, and they're on gnarly choppers. Also, not for the squeamish. A lot of nudity, a lot of like exactly what you used to see in all those 60s exploitation films, which I like that they didn't shy away from just because we have monkeys. Mm-hmm. Also, I kind of dig the fact that in this world there's totally human slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the skins.
They call them skins.
Yeah.
And they're like used just like for like pit bull fights. Like they're prize fighters. They're kept in kind of like pens, just like animals would be. And I thought that was a really cool twist.
Yeah. But it's awesome. There's so much happening kind of all at once in different places, and the layout of it takes you slowly through the book and kind of like leaves you hanging, and the next volume picks up, and it's really awesome. I love it. But the art, again, is just fucking incredible.
And something that I really dug about this fucking book is it's cool. Like, the design work is cool. The way a lot of the characters talk is really cool. Other bikes are really cool. Like, if they weren't for fucking monkeys, it'd be really cool to live this lifestyle with like some friends and like rolling around and like just getting into fucking trouble on your bikes.
Yeah.
Like, like there's just the design of all the characters.
Fucking metal shows and fucking fire and drugs and so much sex. And I mean, it's all monkeys, but it's awesome.
I have never seen.
I've seen the motorcycles.
I have never seen so many monkey erections in one
Oh my
sitting.
god, I love dicks in comic books. Let's just talk about how much I love dicks.
I am showing a dick right now. Like, there's this monkey just like with his like erect penis just pissing on a bike. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Super fun.
We're into it.
I mean, like I said, I got it. The book, the art is what really drew me into the book. The story is awesome and it goes together and it flows and it's refreshing. At least when I was reading it, it was a great break in between getting my heart crushed by Marvel.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Look at that art. Look how dope that is.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to give it like another perspective to what Savanna is like talking about, what I really dug about this story is the sense of family within the humans. Mm-hmm. The sense of camaraderie and just like being there for each other no matter what, and just respect in their own fucked up way.
Right.
I really dug that. I also love Johnny. Is that his name? Johnny's storyline. Mm-hmm. He comes later on. He arrives he arrives back home in Bakersfield, which is not that far away from us actually.
No,
it's really not. No.
And he has a really heartbreaking story. Like, he is a survivor of war. He's considered a hero, and he's just so fucked up from it. And we kind of like get a look into like how he's coping when you find out that he's not really. And you get a little sneak peek as to the kind of crazy shit that he went through, and it kind of hits you in the middle of it, and you're like, fuck, like, this is war. This is what actual humans go through. It's intense. It's intense. I mean, and the bikes, the fire, the fucking, the dicks, everything, all that's fun, but there's also a very real... It's all very real in some parts, And then, of course, you get these moments of, like, look at that monkey coming in that other monkey's mouth.
Right. Whatever.
It's awesome.
Because that's what happens in life.
On the bottom right corner.
It was so inappropriate that Stores actually called the artist and asked him if he could edit it.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
So
I don't think
they
they
tried
should
to
be used.
censor?
They tried to censor it. Isn't that fucking horrible?
You can't tell this kind of story if it was censored, I think. I think that would have done a disservice.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And I mean, for fuck's sake, it's dicks. We all have them. I
They're
mean,
monkeys.
It's
And it's a
monkey
biker
dick.
book. Like, and if, I mean, honestly, just because, like, the front of it, a little kid's gonna be like, oh, monkeys on motorcycles, that looks fun. Fucking censor the books your kids are reading if you have a problem with it. And honestly, the kids that are gonna be attracted to that are gonna be teenage boys. And honestly, they need to read books like that.
Right.
Just personally, I think most boys are giant weenies.
Or girls in college that would be totally attracted to this comic, or the type of girls I'd like to talk to.
By the way, I just want to go back to what Savanna just said. Most boys are giant weenies, and there has never been such a truer statement than that one.
It really is. Like, fucking read this shit and learn about what being a friend it really means.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is not some Sons of Anarchy bullshit. This is like a real. It's like what. It's almost the amount of research that went into putting this book together.
I mean,
it's a very ambitious book.
Their experiences. They're not just. It's not just.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff.
Entire experiences put into this book.
Like
look at that page. Oh, so cool.
Which one?
Oh, the fucking boom one. That's my favorite. And
fucking boom. Hold on.
And the flaming motorcycle is amazing. Are you for real? What? Flaming motorcycle? Oh.
I mean, it's so funny that, like, Savanna was talking about how, like, these could feel like real stories. I'm with Ian on this. Like, I could have only watched so much monkeys doing gangster shit for so long in this comic before I would have gotten bored. It's when Johnny steps in and we're starting to get his story from him coming back from Nam and him being considered a war hero, but he doesn't perceive himself that way, and watching how he's interacting with the world, that he's now brought this war back home with him, and his mind isn't quite adjusted to being a civilian again because he's been traumatized being in Vietnam. And on top of that, like, when he comes back, they think he was dead. Like, I don't know how I would react if I came home and everyone's really excited to see me because they thought I was dead. Like, we didn't hear from you. We had a funeral. We've got a memorial for you in the corner. You're not supposed to be alive. I don't know what that would have done for me. But, like, you can see how damaged Johnny is. Like, he absolutely goes right back to his surrogate family who accepts him no matter what. And he's probably going to, like, be more attracted to hang out with them because he acknowledges that he's broken. And he's like, but these people are still going to love and take care and accept me, like, no matter how more fucked up I came back from war. And that's when the story gets really fucking interesting for me. And on Savanna's side, like, I feel like this could have, like, if you ever read Hunter S. Thompson and the book that he wrote when he spent his time with the Hells Angels, this comic feels right at home in that. This could have been a story in Hunter S. Thompson's Hells Angels book. And that's what made me so fucking excited when I started reading this. It's like, oh, I love this vibe. I've read this before. This feels very familiar. I was so fucking into this book.
Like, on top of being visually mind-blowing, there's a lot of cool depth in story there. Like, relatable ass story. It's great.
Yeah.
Definitely, I mean, definitely like one of my top 10 all-time favorite stories. For sure.
Like, okay. Aesthetic. Yeah. Oh.
No, so I was just gonna ask Savanna because I'm a fan of this book. Like, I really, honestly, I have actually been having I've had an eye on this book on Amazon for like at least. I mean, I just feel like I've seen this book forever on Amazon, and I've always meant to get it, but I just never do for some reason. I was pleasantly surprised. I did not expect to like it. I freaking loved it, especially when Johnny stepped in. I was like, here is where this book turns into my direction, you know?
Right.
And then, so as a fan, I have a fan question on Volume 2. Does Johnny find his love interest? Does he go look for her?
Oh, yeah.
I want to know. I want to know.
It's a great scene, by the way. It's so, I mean, but it's like gnarly. You should probably go forward and read Volume 2.
Oh, I am. I need to, especially if, like, he really does go and look for Sunshine. Like, I'm so, like, invested in their relationship, even though, like, you haven't even met her yet.
Yeah, it's insane. Like when they finally reconnect, and oh, dude, it's pretty good.
It's insane.
I think you should check it
yeah,
out.
it's like hold on, let me tell you. Wait, it's like the one moment with like 3 or 4 pages of crazy, crazy monkey sex.
Yeah, there's crazy monkey sex going on while like shady shit is happening somewhere else.
Yeah, no, it's not just shady shit. Like the really bad things happen while he's not there, and he's just like fucking goes on this crazy fucking revenge killing spree. It's fucking amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, if Volume
More
1
Johnny.
is good, Volume 2 almost gets better.
More
Volume
Johnny.
2 is great.
Yeah. Funny part is you could actually read Volume 2 without reading Volume 1.
Yeah, it's fucking so brutal, like, brutal and fun and awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, Ian. I think if you're into it, you should absolutely go forward and check out Volume 2.
I didn't think I was going to be into it, and I'm so into the story. I even sent a couple of the panels to a community member, Onion Paradise, and she was like, that's my kind of book. So slowly but surely, I'm building her pull list. I think I owe her a Lady Killer Volume 1 trade due to a bet, so I think I'm going to get her this one, too.
Oh!
It's really good. She would love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's a sick fuck. This is the type of shit she loves.
Yeah, we're all sick fucks.
Yeah, you have to be a little off to really enjoy this book. And man, it's my type of off. I was so into it. And like I said, I think one of my favorite scenes in the entire story is when you finally get to meet all the other biker gangs, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that group. Oh yeah, I've seen that group before.
Yeah,
like that all seems very familiar. And I love when they start putting the freaking human slaves and start pitting them in a fight with each other and start making bets. I was into that. That was totally my type of scummy skis, man.
I love it. It's super fun, and you will love it too. You don't have a problem with dicks, and if you have a problem with dicks, then you're fine.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with dicks, get the fuck out of here.
Seriously. If you have a problem with like sexuality and discussing it, let's have that conversation. Guys, we had enough Game of Thrones. We had it good. We had boobs, we had vagina, we had incredibly just sexualized women for plenty of time. It's time to flip the other side of the coin. Mm-hmm. Dicks happen, guys.
Dicks happen. Embrace it.
Dicks happen.
So
let's not be so prude about this shit. Let's talk about it. And it's even better because there's monkey dick sex.
Monkey.
Great comic, guys.
Monkey sex. I like monkey sex.
There's monkey sex
in this book.
And if you have a problem with that, I'm sure there's people that you know in your life that have described the fact that they had monkey sex in their life. You're okay with this.
So anything else you guys want to
add?
Just kidding.
Mm-hmm. So, who should read this? Who would you recommend this for besides sick fucks?
Mature audiences.
For sure.
Do not give this to your slimy children.
Nope.
I hate to be so specific, but like, I think like if you suffer from like PTSD or traumatic events, like if you like served in the military, you should definitely read this. I think you'd really get a kick out of it. I think that
like metal and motorcycles,
metal, hardcore, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Porn.
I mean, I fucking enjoyed it. Just buy it. It's fucking great. Like, how could you not like a good story? Like,
right. And one of the cool things of the writer, Keaton Marshall Keller, Savanna was cool enough. I got to meet him on Free Comic Book Day. He's just that cool. He's awesome. He was totally pimping out his comics and walking around in the shop with us and kind of pointing out like different books he liked. I saw him at an Image panel when they were talking about like with other creators, and they were kind of asking like, what is your motivation for writing some of these stories? And I really dug the fact that Keenan just kind of went, well, I'm motivated to tell the wrong side of the story. And I was like, you've got a reader for life, my friend. What?
You're talking about Tom.
Tom, yeah. Tom was just straight up like, I'm getting the artist and the writer confused, and I'm sorry about that. I'm horrible with names. But he was just like, I want to tell the wrong type of story. And I was like, yes! I'm going to read all your books now. He also did, I have a copy of it. I got to find it somewhere. I got the pin that day. He also did the
Henry and Glenn.
What?
Henry and Glenn.
He did the Henry and Glenn Forever comic book.
Yeah, so it's Henry Rollins and Glenn Danzig are domestic partners.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking great. If
yeah.
you can find humor in that, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? It's amazing. You just have to try it.
I was totally into it. I was totally fucking into it.
Not something I can explain. You just have to read it, and then you'll just be like, holy fuck.
This makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense. Like, it's so funny.
So yeah.
Did you guys want to give your thoughts on the Inhumans trailer along with the Gifted trailer? People are on the chat were discussing it and they wanted us to talk about it.
I'm going to let you guys have Inhumans.
I didn't see it because I don't care.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
What'd you think, Ian?
Well, the Inhumans teaser didn't have any video. It was just audio, and it was just kind of telling us that they're going to deal with kind of betrayal and family intrigue and all this other stuff. It's just Medusa and Maximus having an exchange about Black Bolt, talking about what you're talking about is treason or whatever, and it's fine. I'm mainly focusing on the fucking awful wig that they keep putting on this fucking woman.
Awful! Oh my god!
I don't even give a fuck if the story is good at this point. As long the wig is just god awful.
I saw one picture and I was just like, nope. I'm out. Forget it.
You're not even in it for Black Bolt though.
Ignore that exists.
The casting of Black Bolt is just so good, though.
Hey, he's
that for me.
He's
that's
the only one I like. He's the only one I like.
He's good. He's just that's not my Black. I don't know. Black Bolt to me is not quite that old.
I like the fact he's just Savannah's like, not my Black Bolt.
Not my Black Bolt. Not my Inhumans.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical. I also think it's the fact that they're going to take the first 2 episodes and put them on the big screen for the premiere. It's
I have a new theory as to why that is. Do you want to know?
Yes,
okay.
I want to hear this.
I have a theory that they are that IMAX is coming in on this to put the extra money they need for Medusa's hair. So Medusa's hair is only going to be featured in those 2 episodes, and then they're going to buzz her hair, and then it's cheap ride from there. But I think that's why they're doing it.
Right.
I mean, whether or not it's going to be successful, I don't know. But I think that they just needed that extra, budget to make the hair happen. If they don't do the hair, it's going to be awful. You cannot do Medusa without her hair being all over the fucking place.
It's just all fucking wrong.
It's when you don't realize when having experienced Medusa so much, having her being force-fed to me, every panel she's in, her hair is just everywhere. It's around everyone, and it's just it's just beautiful. She's a great concept, and if they don't stay true to what her power is, then I just don't know how it can be successful. But they found the fix, and that's buzzing her hair.
Yeah,
I'm super unimpressed.
Wow, I'm not. I don't care about Inhumans. I'm sorry. That show. We might actually. There's other shows out there.
We were supposed to get a movie. What the fuck? We were supposed to get a movie.
So
exactly.
We did get the movie, and so that's why we got the TV show.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
Demoted. You're already off on a bad foot. You don't do that. You don't put it into the fucking grand Marvel movie fucking lineup, and they're like, oh no, we're just gonna make it a show. Fucking no. Just nix it. Just save yourselves however many millions of dollars this shit's gonna cost, and fucking just don't.
Yeah. Also, basically your Ronan Jonathan, who's by the way our moderator and also been a huge influence and architect in what we've been doing with all this, basically said Inhumans is only 8 episodes long, so it might have a higher budget, which I did not realize. Ox said it. He's like, if they can do Ghost Rider, I'm sure Medusa's hair shouldn't be a problem. Which
Why?
I'm a little afraid about.
Did they stop doing Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider's coming back next week, I think. He got teased at the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This last episode. So, yeah. And did you guys... I know. Ian's face said it all. Just...
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Also, they dropped the Gifted trailer, which is going to be the FX Fox X-Men series that's executive produced by Bryan Singer.
Fucking guy, man.
Mike is dying in the chat right now. Yes, it looks exactly like Heroes.
Like it
looks exactly like Heroes.
And I'm sure Mike is gonna love it because he loves the X-Men movies and Bryan Singer. Blah 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 blah. Like it just looks like a cheap like a CW version of Heroes. Everybody looks like a supermodel, and it looks cheap. It looks just like it does. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
You got to think about the target demographic. Who watches? It's a Fox show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who watches primetime TV? Like, I mean, not like that, but I mean, like, in the majority of the numbers, they're gonna go with who's actually gonna be watching it, and unfortunately, the people that mostly will be watching it have to be able to relate to people looking like that on TV.
But dude, there's nothing about this show that looks good to me. Nothing.
Yeah. It's so whitewashed.
It's such a disconnect from like something like Legion to go from Legion to The Gifted. It's just such a disconnect. It's like you can challenge your audience. You don't have to assume that they're young idiots. Like you can give them something like
you got to think about that generation of people who targets a demographic under that umbrella is a generation that really needs to not be making TV anymore. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those old fucks need to get the hell out of there and let the young people with better ideas get in there and start new shit. Like, did you go retire?
Dude,
you don't need to be 65 trying to make kids TV.
And guys, I hate to break it to you. The X-Men films are not good.
The X-Men films are not good.
When the further away I get from these movies, with the exception of First Class, and it was a different director, because Matthew Vaughn's fucking awesome, and X2 had moments, like the X-Men films are not good. And the fact that you got Bryan Singer executive producing this and directing the first pilot episode, it looks like it belongs exactly in the X-Men films. And if it's helmed by Bryan Singer, it brings nothing new to the table. There's not going to be anything new thematically. There's not going to be anything new visually. He's just going to keep going over the same fucking tired tropes over and over again.
Exactly. Why would we
first film, I got nothing for this, man. And I know, like, I'm supposed to get really excited, but you look at fucking Legion, which I think is going to stand the test of time as amazing television, not just an X-Men show. They don't even say the words X-Men in that fucking series. And it's the best X-Men thing I've seen happen in live action. Like, how do you go from Legion and then Fox going, cool, we should do another X-Men series?
I just don't know.
Bullshit.
And, and fundamentally, like, I just don't understand where Bryan Singer is coming from. Like, I heard that Bryan Singer bans the comics from the sets. And also, like, look at what he did to Storm, to Angel, to Jean Grey.
I need to Jean Grey something.
In Apocalypse. So, like, this guy obviously doesn't know the first thing about the X-Men. Yet he won't leave the property. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you obviously don't respect it. Like, leave.
If there's one person that should be reading the X-Men comics, it's fucking Bryan Singer. Because he doesn't goddamn get it. Sorry. Not sorry.
And then this whole thing that they're going to do the Phoenix Saga with the Bryan Singer films, it's like, so the Phoenix is Jean Grey? Like, are we gonna get that moment where the Phoenix bonds with Jean? Like, so we're gonna go with this bullshit again that the Phoenix is Jean? Like, I don't know. Like,
if they're gonna make a Phoenix story, why does it have to be Jean Grey? Why can't there be another character with Phoenix Force? If they want to do that, fucking
quit choir.
Yeah, exactly.
Off the top of my head.
Like, why won't they do that? Something different. Like, people shit their pants when they saw a fucking Negasonic Teenage Warhead in a fucking Marvel movie. Like, hello?
Okay, reasons why Deadpool worked and why I'm so afraid they're going to fuck it up so badly is that we've talked about this before in other things that I've done. Comic book shame. They were like, there's this sadness where it's like, oh, we can't put the X-Men characters in those comic book costumes. Yeah, you fucking can, dude. You
like,
look at
Deadpool is perfection.
Deadpool is awesome. It's got Deadpool in his regular duds. They didn't have to do anything to that fucking suit. They have Colossus being just goddamn Colossus in his original suit. And on top of that, Negasonic in a New Mutants costume. That is a New Mutants costume. And it worked so great for the screen.
It was somebody or some team putting their fucking foot down and said, we're doing it the right way this time. Like, why can't that happen in Marvel Comics? Like, when you see a shitty Gwenpool book come out, you should say no. Like, there's no putting your foot down when it comes to quality whatsoever. And I know you can't compare the movies to the books, but still, I just wish there was at least that sort of continuity with how important it is to not shit all over your character's reputation.
Yes, thank you. Like, they've stood the test of time for a fucking reason, okay? Yeah. That's why, like, yes, I have reservations about bringing in all of X-Force in the new Deadpool comic, but at least I know Cable's gonna look like fucking Cable.
Oh,
Cable's gonna look dope.
Fucking Cable.
They showed you Josh Brolin right now is just packing on muscle because he's gonna be a badass Cable. Domino is probably going to be clad in leather with badass guns, ready to like fuck shit up and like.
She fucking better be. And she got a big white circle or big black circle on her fucking face. And if she doesn't, I'm gonna fucking be mad.
Well, they're thinking what they might actually do because the actress they casted is African American. They might do the reversal, and she might be black with a giant white dot.
That is fucking so cool too. I want her to look like she's in a costume, like it's a fucking Marvel movie. Don't take that from me.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Guys, I'm really disappointed. You want to know how we feel about Inhumans and Gifted? Why?
And you
just
know,
a whole lot of why.
The thing that kills me too is like it's just such easy edits. All there has to be is some level of respect and love and research. Because like when you take the first look of the Inhumans cast, right? And it looks like shit. And then an artist who has the passion goes in and edits it, and then they look amazing.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys see that image of that artist redoing that first look of the Inhumans cast, and then it just looks bomb?
He went in there and tweaked it where it was supposed to look great.
Made Medusa's hair longer, made it a little bit darker, put a mask on Black Bolt. He put in the white stripes on his suit.
Like, why can't Black Bolt be in Black Bolt's fucking costume? Like,
I don't know.
Why? Oh, it hurts so bad. Ugh.
And we're not asking that it should be a panel by panel like recreation. It just respectful to the source material and the characters because that's why you're doing it to begin with.
Yeah. Yes. Dude, I don't know. I don't fucking get it.
Panel by panel recreation, please. Personally.
I think you. Oh well. So yeah, I'm not excited for Gifted at all. I'm
sorry, folks who disagree with our opinions. I don't hate you.
No,
less than I ever did.
I just really think. I mean, and again, we do have to consider the fact that this is Fox who is rocking Gifted. But you know, we saw a sneak preview for Cloak and Dagger a couple weeks ago.
I love Cloak and Dagger.
That looked so good. It leaked. Hopefully, you got to see it on my Twitter. If you didn't. They leaked the teaser for the Runaways, and it looks exactly like the comic book, right down to the casting and the dialogue. Like, we're going to get to see Brian K. Vaughan stories hit television.
Oh, my God. Yes, please.
Like, and it looks like the comic book, because that's how the comic book envisioned it. Like, there are other stories out there that I'm way more excited that they're coming over to television. Give me Legion Season 2. I can't fucking wait.
You know,
dude,
I will have to say that out of the shit show that is, you know, the comic cinematic universe, I guess I'm using that term to just bring everything into into one big umbrella. I'm happy that I'm finally getting movies and TV shows so I can build my own cinematic universe. Like
Right.
I will always have Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy and Civil War and hopefully Spider-Man Homecoming, and I'll have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1, and then I can just kind of build my own little personal cinematic universe and kind of forget about all the other garbage. And that is kind of how I like live through it, how I kind of like cope, is by making my own and just pulling the good stuff together, like the Logan movie.
Right. Dude, the Logan movie gave fans permission to like what they liked and to forget what they didn't like.
Exactly, which is really all I want.
Yeah, the Logan movie was like, when they said, oh, the comic books, or is any of this true? He goes, so that's some of it. Like, that was permission for the fans to go, cool, I fucking hated that movie. I don't have to pay attention to it anymore.
God, it's so good.
Yeah.
I fucking did look at that. I have a question, though.
What?
Was there supposed to be a Gambit movie?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
Where did that go?
So
it was just like, gone.
Yeah.
Did you guys really want a Gambit movie, though? Like, what does...
No, I didn't movie. I didn't move it. I really didn't want it. I just wanted to see, like, what that was going to be like.
So Channing Tatum is still attached. But they lost their second director, who was Doug Liman. And so much time has passed that Lyman has quit the movie, and his other movie is already coming out.
He's like, my contract is up.
Yeah. His other movie that he left Gambit to go direct is now coming out. Like, that's how much time has passed.
Shit! Why is it so wrong?
Like in actuality, it's taken so long for Gambit to get on track that Doug Liman could potentially come back to direct the film if they ever get their shit together.
What shit is not together, though? God, I'm so curious. I just want to know. I can't stop looking at the fucking...
I don't know. I don't know.
God,
I don't get it.
Look at the dragon. I fucking love dragons.
Did
you do that on purpose because of the dragon
here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking love you. I love you to your core.
Oh. I love you. So... I don't know how tired you guys are, but did you guys want to touch on Wonder Woman?
I'm not tired. I'm ready to go. The comic book or the movie?
The movie. Didn't it come out? The movie? Didn't a movie come out?
No, it comes out in 2 weeks, I believe.
Why is everybody losing their shit then? Oh, probably overseas it came out.
Yeah, I don't know, but basically we're just hoping that it's actually going to be awesome. I know that.
The fucking famous CrossFitter that was in that movie. I'm kind of excited. It's hilarious. I'm like, Brooke Hens is in fucking is an Amazon warrior. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Jack bitch is being famous. Woo.
Guys, the whole Wonder Woman thing was ruined for me after I saw this tweet of someone using this cover of Wonder Woman. Where is it? I'm
curious.
Too far.
I am too now.
Too far gone into the conversation to find it, but where is it? Wait, no, come on. Oh, there we go. Don't let me down. Okay, so look at this cover of Wonder Woman, right? Do you guys see it?
Right. I can see it. Okay.
And then it's like, this guy was like, I've never seen Wonder Woman and Angela Bassett in the same room, just saying. And it's just like, she is so Wonder Woman. It's like crazy. I'm just such a big Angela Bassett fan.
Well, I love Angela Bassett too. Gal Gadot though.
Gal Gadot, that's what I call her.
It is so pretty it hurts to look at her.
And
I'm not necessarily sure how that's going to affect my viewing experience when I go see Wonder Woman.
No.
Well, you better wear your tight underwear because you're going to have a boner.
Dude. The biggest boner. It'd be weird if I
did. The biggest boner.
She is so beautiful. Have you listened to her speaking Israeli? Or I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody.
I think she's Egyptian.
No, she's from Israel.
She's Israel. Yeah, she's Israel.
She's Israeli. Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah.
God,
that's why she's fucking giant.
It hurts to look at her. She is so pretty. Beautiful. It physically hurt. My eyes burn like I've been staring at the sun on a hot summer 102-degree day for like a minute.
Let me tell you
10.
something, Kirk. That woman better not touch an inch of her face with plastic surgery, because she has something that a lot of women in Hollywood wish they had, which is just natural beauty. Like it's
my
in
brain
a
is
way
really
that is
structure.
I'm forgetting her face because trying to think about it, now my brain's like, no, Kirk, you're not allowed to think about her. She's too pretty.
She's too pretty.
Oh, she's too pretty. I can't handle it.
I mean,
I want this movie to be good. It needs to be good. DC needs a good movie.
Angela Bassett, though.
Yeah, I mean, Angela Bassett's awesome. But Gal Gadot.
I'm kind of obsessed with my new nickname for her, though, Gal Gadot.
Oh, man. God, it's just, she's so hot.
She is. She's beautiful.
Not even hot. You can't even, hot is not even the word. Hot is, it's just, she's ethereal. Ugh.
She's like sugar-free ice cream. She's just unreal.
She's unreal. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Dude, I can't do it.
I can't even.
I can't. I've gone full basic.
Okay. Well, I think we've
I really do hope that the movie's great. I really do.
I do too. I'm always looking to add a film or a TV show to my cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just that kind of person.
Yeah.
But I'm at the same time, I'm not going to say I love something even though it's crap.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no. That's why I'm so mad at Marvel, because I am pissed that they took that from me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pissed.
I can see that. I'm being corrected right now. Her name is pronounced Gadot.
Don't. That's Aronan. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know.
He's like, no.
Just say what you say. Whatever. Nobody cares.
I mean, I can't even say it now. Gadot just sounds so much better, though. Gadot. I don't know.
Gadot.
He says it weird with this French
Gadot.
accent.
I am Gal Gadot. Oh, yes, you are. You're more like Gal Gadam. Fuck.
Oh my God, you
Gal
guys.
Sorry. So yeah, we could just sit here and watch. The show could end, and I'm still just going to sit here on stream for the next hour and just be like, she's so pretty.
She's so hot. She's just so hot. I fucking love her. She's just so hot.
She's hot. She's so hot. She's so hot. Dear God, she's so hot.
I will admit,
Anyways,
she's incredibly gorgeous.
So,
woman fucking should be. Thank God they finally got it right.
Yeah, I hope Wonder Woman is great. I need it to be great. I'm really excited. It's a World One film. It looks like it's going to have comedy. Chris Pine is just charming as hell. I'm really excited to watch Captain Kirk and Wonder Woman team up. It's just like a real DC comic. So
I'm super stoked for some Amazons.
Yeah, show me all the Amazons.
Show me all the Amazons!
So, anyways, is that pretty much it? Is that the episode?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it is. So we covered everything. We covered your big two, your X-Men, your indie comics. We covered TV shows. We covered The Humans tonight, which had awesome monkey sex in it, and monkey dicks. And we talked about
everything.
And monkey everything.
Monkey everything. And also, we just talked about Gal Gadot a lot. So pretty.
So pretty.
So pretty. So pretty. So anyways, why don't you all let everyone know where they can find you on the internets?
Galactus Hungers, Hydra_honey on Twitter, and follow the Force Girls, and make sure you check out our website, comicblackbook.com.
True story. Ian?
You can find me in the Discord, so join that. Woo. You can also find me on comicblackbook.com, so check that out. Fuck me and my personal accounts. I need you to join the Discord, check out the website, and contribute. comicblackbook@gmail.com is the official contact email for the website. If you just want to be a one-time contributor and just want to send off a piece, I will put it together for you, and you will still get credit. So do that if you don't want to be an ongoing contributor. Or just leave comments on the pieces. I'm always open for suggestions. We are fan run, so if you see anything that can be improved or as little as spelling errors or grammatical errors, let us know. We'll get it corrected. So let's make Comic Black Book something great that everybody in the industry can enjoy.
I'm really excited for what we're doing. Like I said, we're going to try to get you as close to the comic books and the comic book creators as humanly possible. I'm really excited for it. You can find me on Twitter at Kirk Likes Stuff. Also, you can find me in the Discord chat. You just at me. Literally at me in the Discord chat, and I'll show up.
Just at me.
Just at me, brah. Also, again, comicblackbook.com. It's community-driven. You guys can contribute to it. Yes, we do have a regular staff of writers, but we're also bringing in people from the community to submit themselves. I think that's what's making it so special. Go find your community over at the website and in the Discord with us. This video will be up on the YouTube. That's where everything gets archived. It's Kirk_FM because they have not authorized my name change yet over on YouTube. But everything gets archived there. Come back over to the Twitch where we do host other roundtable talks with other people from the community. Occasionally I hop on and we'll just do quick comic book reviews for like 10, 15 minutes. Please, whatever you're doing, drop it and go watch American Gods. It is the bravest show on television right now. What else do I need to pimp out?
I have two things really quick.
Oh, go.
I am looking for people who are willing to write about anime and manga and films and TV shows for the website. So if you're interested in those areas, please contact me, comicblackbook@gmail.com. And
we have a lot of anime and manga fans in the Discord. They need to be writing some stuff.
Yeah. And also, there will be an episode of the Fabtastic Four, which are comprised of Wiccan Beyond, me, JW, and Brandon Clarkson from the community. And we'll be talking about Jeff Lemire and all of his works. So join. I am part of the text thread, and they are taking it so seriously. There will be so much research. So it's going to be incredibly thorough. I'm just going to sit there and look pretty because everybody else is going to be doing the talking. It's going to be great.
I'm definitely for sure going to be watching that with you guys. I'll harass you in the chat. Let's see, what else? Yeah, dude, like, guys, and also reach out. What do you think we should be doing? Like, what other shows you want to see? Eventually, I'll get my gaming streaming up. We do that. Sometimes Ian hops on. He's playing Minecraft or Sims. What are you doing? What are we doing?
I need you guys to tweet and harass Savanna so she streams on her Twitch channel.
Yes.
What am I gonna stream? Fucking Mario Kart?
Yeah. Yes.
Me smoking my 7-year-old? Really? That's gonna be fun.
Are you? No. Are you kidding?
Okay, so but the banter between us would be hilarious.
Yeah, I bet you Ruby kicks your ass at Mario Kart.
She doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
Stop saying that because you know.
Just like she does not steer at all. She just wants to just bitches about not playing Breath of the Wild.
You know that people would watch you literally eat cereal. Like, you've done a couple streams, and a lot of people have watched you, so you should definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start making ASMR videos.
Oh my god, I have a boner.
I think it'd be a little bit weird if you did that, because I wouldn't be able to listen to your videos, because I'd be like, I know her.
I'm gonna be like, I'm touching the paper.
I would watch that. I take that back.
Yeah, dude, I would fuck up some ASMR videos. I would just have to not laugh. I don't know if I could do that.
Savannah, talk to me. I will produce these ASMR videos. I will set up the YouTube channel. I will make it happen.
With a straight face, though, Ian. I can't. I will die.
But I kind of get the feeling that all of Savannah's videos be like, and Marvel really fucking sucks.
No, you can't. You have to say calming things. Dude. I have so many ideas for this.
Oh my God.
It would be revolutionary what I would do to the industry.
Savannah, just let me know. Ronan and I will produce it. We'll make it happen, and we'll just do it.
That'd be it. What else? I think that's pretty much it. You guys reach out to us. Oh, also things we got going. We do have the interview with Mags showing up soon, which we're really excited about. Also, submit your questions. Well, I think tonight's the last night. Submit your questions to Neil so that we can, or us, so that we can ask Vault Comics and all their creators. They're opening up it's basically an Ask Me Anything to our website and to our fans. Really fucking cool. We have an editorial that's about to go up any day, second now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that, and then also other things that we're going to start doing as far as like reviews go on the website. I'm going to start reviewing comics in arcs. I'll still do single issues, but I kind of want to try this thing where like we wait until the entire arc's done and then we talk about it, because I've actually been seeing on Twitter a lot of creators have been like, it'd be really cool if people did that instead of just judging one comic that's kind of out of context to the rest of the story. So I'm gonna shake things up in the review world. We're gonna try that instead. So yeah, guys, go over, show everyone your love on the internet. Say hello to Ian and Savanna when you can. We'll see you on Twitter. We'll see you in the Discord, and we'll see you on comicblackbook.com, where we're making shit happen. I'm really fucking excited for this.